Hi, my name is Cindy Ray.
I'm Brianna Motzkus, and today's FabriChat. Good morning.
It's going to be very distracting.
Yeah, I know. Ned is like, I'll hold her. It's like, yeah, you're just going to talk to Maisie the whole time.
I know. And I feel like I can't be as loud.
Oh, it doesn't bother her at all.
Obnoxious as I am.
It does not bother her one bit. She can't tell if she's tired or not. We've been up since about 2 o'clock this morning, off and on. So, we'll see.
You shouldn't keep that baby up so late.
I know. I know. I don't know what she was thinking.
I don't know if you can hear Tracy. We're in a little different spot. So normally when we film, we have a little studio up at the other end of the building here, but we're moving things around and reorganizing a little bit, and it was just going to be easier to move a design wall here. Yeah. So Tracy's behind us. So if you hear a can opener
or some
a shipping label or some giggling. Yeah. So let's see. I do feel so distracted. And, you know, it's funny. I kind of thought that this year we would get better about explaining who we are, because every once in a while we find somebody who just sort of ventures in. Yeah. And whenever you watch YouTube channels, they always open with, welcome to our channel. And, you know, this is who we are. But so we should say that more often. But mother, daughter, granddaughter, 23 years owning a quilt shop in Central Washington. And once a week we have a little... you know, people
we just chit chat.
We just chit chat. It's a little podcast on YouTube of nothing, of just talking about quilting and all things good. And usually we try to keep it to about 30 to 45 minutes. And then Wednesday nights and Sunday afternoons, we do a box opening to show you everything that came into the shop that's brand new, which is kind of fun. And then normally we're going to talk about block of the months today. Normally we have we have over 300 quilt classes, tutorials, projects, tips and tricks and different things that we have videoed that's on YouTube. And we're running behind, and I feel kind of bad. I wanted to apologize for that, because we didn't get to the last either 2 or 3 Hoffman panels.
I think it's 2.
Last 2. And then we also had a couple files that were corrupted that we couldn't, and I think we just have to reload them. So what we're going to do is we're going to put those in the months that we should. So I don't know if you know what we're talking about or not, but Hoffman did a Celebrate the Seasons panel series. And so we had people who bought all, I think if you paid for all 12, I think there was a 13th, a free one. And then we did something fun to do with panels, and we did that every month, or we were supposed to every month for 12 months. And a couple got corrupted, and something bad happened when we were changing computers. And then the other 2, Brianna was having this little cherub and ended up not feeling well for the last month of the pregnancy, and then she was delivered 4 weeks early. So it has been a little wild.
It's been
November and December.
It's hard when we try to plan around, someone else's, coming early.
Yes.
But
yes. And it was, some of you guys that watch us all the time noticed that you were not feeling well and that your color was not good. Yeah. And it was not. And then others, it was kind of, I don't know if it was funny or sweet or whatever, but there was one gal in particular that kept talking about your hair.
My hair.
And that you should
do something with
your hair. And, what was really nice is all of the moms, and Tracy and I included, and everybody else was like, hey, back off. You're lucky she's dressed and here. And then it was really sweet because, who are our retreaters from Nevada, from Reno, Nevada? They brought their son, married couple.
Oh, yeah.
Her name starts with an M.
They gave us the little green openers.
Yes.
So you guys just said it this morning.
I just said your name.
I can see them.
I can picture them. Her name starts with an M. It's going to come to me when I'm not thinking about it. Anyway, we didn't know somebody sent us some hair care products.
Oh,
and
yeah.
it was curly hair stuff, and there was and it didn't have a note or anything in it. And so I never commented on it because I was hoping it wasn't, the snarky gal that was constantly saying you should do something with your hair. It's like, psst, she might do this and she might not. I took home my 3. There was a washing one and a conditioning one, and then one you put in afterwards, and it makes these really soft curls. I really like it. My friend from Reno, Nevada. Doggone it. I really, really like it. So I do need to send out a little thank you note. But I think we got an email or something that said that was who it was from. Because at the time I didn't know who it was. And then today, can you tell I have too much product in my hair? Feel my hair. Does it look funny or feel funny?
No.
It was.
It looks like horse's tail.
Oh my gosh, my hair is so thick. So
much hair.
Oh, I have so much hair. I have to decide while I'm showering. And I only wash my hair about every 4 days. But on the days that I wash my hair, I have to decide in the shower if I'm going to
How much time do you have?
Yes, or if I'm going to go through all of the products to keep it curly. I have to decide which one. And today I decided I was going to blow dry it, which was all fine. But the big thing with that is all of the product I have to put in afterwards.
Yeah.
Well, what happened was Eliza. So Eliza has a birthday coming up on the 26th, and her sister's birthday was the 14th. And so there was a combined party on Saturday. And Eliza got a phone.
Yes.
10-year-old, seems appropriate. And the funny thing is...
I think she's a little young.
Well, maybe she is, but it's funny. Have you seen the program that they're using? It's called like 360 or something.
Yeah, it's very good. I mean, there's a whole lot to protect children.
They know where she is at every moment.
They essentially, Brittany or Jordan,
It's like
can
a
look on
tracking
their
device.
phone and see exactly what her phone is. Who she's been texting, if she's called somebody, all of that. And they only have approved contacts on her phone. They check it every night. I mean, they're doing good things. And I think it's appropriate because if they get off the bus and Jordan isn't off work yet, and it's just her and Orion, I mean, it's just one added extra protection, just to be able to make a phone call. I can't get in the house. She's got me and Mom in there, and we're, a minute from her house. So, I think it is good. I think it is.
I think it's okay. And I think that she is a good girl that can be trusted, and she's not going to go on sites. And those guys know it immediately when she's even on the phone. They can lock it down when she can't be on the phone. And so it is, I mean, I don't know. I think it's okay. And not having a house phone.
Right. You can't just,
You have to have a phone. So, and yeah, she's 10 and she's responsible and it's okay. But this morning, and it's funny because if you look at my phone, this is really horrifying.
Did she get up early to talk to you?
Yes, she did. Because I have 63, we've talked about this before, 63 missed messages and 32 missed calls. Which I totally don't care about. It's my constant life. Doesn't matter. And in fact, when I see this, like, I don't even want to know. I don't even want to know who I've missed. But when I see it's Eliza, I want to talk to her.
Right.
And so she was distracting me. We were talking about this weekend. And
so do you double up some product?
I think I wasn't paying attention. I think I was putting in my hand like lotion. And I was like,
this looks good.
And then I realized I had too much in there.
No, it's good. My assumption though, your bangs are look like it's
flat.
maybe they're flat. So
those, feel it right there.
Those will be oily before your time to shower.
I'm not going to last 4 days.
But it looks good.
It's all way too much.
You've got lots of highlights in it though. So I mean, even if you were super greasy, I think it'd be hard to tell.
Yeah, it's super lotiony. We'll see what happens. So don't comment because I already know.
I'm a big fan of dry shampoo. That's my life right now. She's like, I'm too tired. And Robert, the other day, he was like, "Are you gonna take a shower?" I'm like, "Yes." Oh my god, I know. I smell like sweaty, spit up baby boobs.
There's a whole smell.
I said, "I know.
I smell like sour milk."
I said, but I tried to put her down and she wasn't going to have, because I've had it where I'm taking a shower and I put her in her little thing inside of our walk-in bathroom and I can take a shower in here if she gets upset or whatever. I said, but I was waiting for someone to get home who could watch my big kids so they don't touch the baby. And so you're on baby duty.
Right. You can't take a shower.
No.
Till someone's there.
He's like, but I'll take one now or I'll take one later. But yeah, I know. I can smell myself. He's like, okay. I mean, I don't want to make you feel bad, but
Is this milk sour? Oh no, it's just me.
no. I'm like, what's that smell? Oh, yeah.
Oh, honey. I know. Yeah. Dang it.
Yeah.
I don't know how single moms do it.
I don't either. I think about that. I mean, I thought
hope they
about that
have
with Harper, having 2, like, how do you do that? I think about it. I've thought about it with her. How do you, just having that help. Just, can you hold the baby so I can shower? And I know I had offered that up with my friends have babies. If you want to come sit with a sleeping baby, so there's someone in the house while you take a shower, or whatever. just call me.
Take a shower, take
I will
a nap.
come sit for you. I'll do your dishes if the baby's sleeping. I will, even though I have my own, baby. But I feel like there is some people who, maybe don't have family nearby. We're lucky enough that all of us are here. So I could call any one of Robert's sisters, any of the grandparents.
All of the gals here at work.
Yeah, I could call anybody and someone could watch one of them, pick someone up from school. So yeah, we are super lucky to have everyone super close. But I know not everyone, single parent or not, have the ability to be able to have a
Praise
babysitter.
Jesus.
She said it a lot.
Praising Jesus.
Yeah. So she does. That's her thing.
She praises Jesus all day long.
Yes, she does. She's not a swaddle baby, that's for sure. Because she just all of a sudden opens up.
I think that's why Barb thought her hands were cold.
Because they were always out.
She won't let me tuck them in. Oh, honey, what's the matter?
She doesn't like them tucked in. At night, when we are going to bed, she usually keeps them in. But usually she's had a whole day of shenanigans. So she's prepared to call it quits, but...
She's kind of tooty.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what I ate that upset. Yeah, I don't know. I don't feel like I've eaten anything weird. But, I don't know.
Speaking of eating weird things, and we'll come back to Block of the Month. So let's talk about the retreats. So the retreats went on sale, and we'll link, again, the little flyer. If you missed all of that, we'll link the flyer below. But the retreats went on sale on Sunday, and that was pretty exciting. It was so nice. Nobody has gotten a big email from us yet. Probably this week, maybe the end of the week, I'll send out a little email to all of you that have signed up. And at first, you'll see we do blind email addresses until we get permission, but by the retreat, everybody is sharing birthdays and addresses and, work schedules because you become great friends. But I'll send out a little welcome note. But it was really fun seeing names of people that we know because we, fill their orders all the time. And
but haven't really met yet.
Yeah. So we're super excited, and some old friends and new friends, and really, really excited. And I think only 2 filled up totally, and the others, there's a couple that have only a couple of spots left, and a couple that will be full before we do them. But it's kind of nice that it wasn't so sudden that people didn't have.
There was a few of you that were waiting. And by the time, because I think you noticed I was like 4 minutes early, and you guys are on it.
Yeah, and I got a little nervous. It's like, oh no.
What is happening?
Yeah. But that was good. That was really good. And I think the other thing that made a difference is that in previous years we could only take 18. But now, because of the new building, we can take, I think we can take 28. And so that makes it really nice because we have more opportunity for people to get in, which is really, really good.
And I didn't think about that. That is totally true because before we sell out by
we would have sold out in minutes.
Yeah, but having those extra spaces, it gives a little bit more room. Yeah. More buddies.
Yeah. And so what was kind of fun, and that's what we were talking about, was that I've had fielded so many emails. And so I wanted to cover a couple of the top questions. Question number 1 is, I'm flying from out of town. What about a machine? You do not have to bring your machine. We are more than happy to provide a machine for you. It'll be a FAF, obviously, and we'll have it all set up and out there for you. We just have to know that you want one. Yeah. And but we're happy to do that. There's no extra fee for that, and you don't have to worry about lugging your machine around and having somebody handle it inappropriately. So no problem with that. The other thing is picking up from the airport. We've talked about that before. Email me about that. We like to pick everybody up at Pasco so we can get you all at once and take you back all at once. But I have talked to a couple of you guys about flying into Spokane, and so we have options for that. So email me about that.
Yeah. Email us before you finalize your trip.
Yes.
So if you're thinking, email us pictures, whatever, and then we can think, oh, that doesn't work, or yes, that would totally work, or whatever.
Yeah.
But
we have a secret weapon. We have Marge Piha, who lives near Spokane, and so like Nancy Toussaint and Bev Miller, Marge would love to come and pick you guys up.
Yeah.
So, we have a little secret weapon, and she lives closer to there, so she could come over and get you.
Yeah,
and bring
she's
you
about
back.
right in the middle.
We have to
between
talk
us
to
and
her
Spokane.
about that, but I know she would. So, to see old friends. And so anyway, email us about that. And then the other thing, food. So it's a funny thing. So here's what we're going to tell you is that it's all about choices. And so we still are going to cook decadent, naughty retreat food. Guaranteed. No matter what. That's what you're going to get is stuff that you should not be eating.
Too many carbs.
But we love it anyway.
Too much chocolate.
Because it's just the way that I cook. And so we have a retreat favorites cookbook, and we'll pull from those for most things. But we did think it was a fun opportunity to have some guest chefs. And in fact, when Dusty from the Cloudview kitchen comes, he's going to show us how to make chocolate croissants. So I know. And so anyway, we have a guest chef and a guest winery for each of the retreats.
Cool.
And so some people were worried, and you'll hear this all the time. There will be choices. Everything is multiple choices. You can choose the decadent one, throw caution into the wind because I'm on vacation, or something a little bit healthier, or a couple things where it's all portion control related to you. You serve yourself. And so but it is a nice opportunity because I really am excited about some of the things that Tracy lives a way healthier lifestyle. And I know that for me, when I eat better, I feel better. And so it's not what I often choose, but it is fun that once I, make the effort to go ahead and cook it, I do like it. I like the options. I made the other day, I mostly made it because I was angry with Pa. It's a joke in our family that Pa gets chicken for dinner.
When he's in trouble.
I far prefer chicken. If I never ate beef again in my life, I would be fine. I'm not much of it, and you're not either.
No.
Yeah, not a beef eater. I love chicken though. And we both love fish, but we don't get chicken enough. And so, if Pa's in trouble, it's chicken for dinner. And it's chicken the way I like it. Well, he was in really big trouble the other day. And so he got tofu taquitos.
That's awesome.
It was really awesome.
Did you tell him what he was eating?
Well,
did he realize he was
what
eating?
happened is he knew he was in trouble. And I think he was a little surprised.
That you made taquitos?
Yeah. And it's like, and even homemade salsa. So I think he kind of thought,
maybe I just slipped past this one.
Maybe I don't need to apologize. And then he ate it, and then, he was, chewing a little bit, and it was like,
That was weird.
And he the flavor was really, really good. It's just a texture thing.
It is, and that's what it is with tofu, is a texture thing for me.
And
if it's
I
made
have a
certain
secret, the way that I cook it, not a secret, but a tip. And what it is that you put it between paper towels and you put something really heavy on it and get all the moisture out of it. And then you can crumble it like ground beef. You can cook it like a turkey breast. It's all really about the marinade. It's about the spices that you add to it, because the truth is it doesn't have any flavor at all.
Right.
But it is a texture thing. Oh, honey, what's the matter? You don't like the tofu story? I would never feed you tofu unless you liked it. Little tofu chicken nuggets. But anyway, so he wasn't quite sure. He took a couple bites and it's like, well, it tastes really good.
And then I just what you use.
Yeah. And then he thought, and then I think he decided that it was just him and that everything was fine. I thought it was very, very good.
Good.
I thought it was very good. It was a texture difference, but sometimes, if you put beans, refried beans, or mostly your bean to ground beef ratio is different. It could have tasted like that. You might not have really known what it was. And then when it was all over and done with, I said, well, I have some left. And so this is always the true test.
Do you want some for lunch?
Do you want to take it for lunch tomorrow? Oh, yeah, that was really good. And so then I said, well, it was tofu.
What?
I thought something was wrong. Oh, you did not. You didn't. So yeah, and tonight we're having tofu lasagna
With eggplant.
Yeah, which we didn't, but I got an apology. So anyway, so I do think it's fun to mess around with some of that stuff. And in fact, one of the soups that we make all the time is the what is the kale soup with the sausage and the
Zuppa Toscana.
Zuppa Toscana. Oh, I love it. Love it. And we make it with
Kale
heavy.
is so good with heavy cream and
It's
cheese.
so good.
So good, man.
So good when it's fitting.
Jesus, oh my gosh, you guys.
But I have a healthy option. So we make both.
Yeah.
We make both, and then that way you can taste it and go, oh, that's not bad. And so it's just up to you, how you decide to eat it and what choices you want to make. So we're not, there isn't any lectures about diet or anything like that. I just think it's fun because I know that when I go to a restaurant, I'd like to try something new, but I don't want to be stuck with it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I don't want to order that and go, oh man, I should have had what you're having.
Right.
Well, but that's why it's nice on a cruise ship because you can get everything.
You can try anything you want.
Oh, I'm just going to try it. Oh, I didn't like it. I'm not going to eat it. No one cares. Same thing at a retreat. You get to try all of these things, taste a couple things, take the recipes home with you, and then you can go, yeah, never again. Or, I really did like that. I'm going to make that. So, anyway, so that's the funny thing. People had lots of questions about food. And you're all good if you are dairy-free, gluten-free, keto. There's so many different people, or food allergies. That's why there's so many choices that you get to choose
and
what it is you eat.
a lot of the stuff is also a build your own. So you can choose to do lettuce or not do meat, or put whatever dressing on you want.
Yeah.
It's a lot of it's build your own because of those reasons.
Well, there's some people that can't eat lettuce. People with irritable bowel syndrome. So you can't just, lots and lots of options.
Yeah. So, yeah, it's good. And if you don't, we have a bajillion refrigerators.
Everybody has a refrigerator in your own room.
And a grocery store that's a block and a half away. So if it's like, oh, I really need to eat something healthier, or I need a snack that's not, or whatever, beverages, because that's the only thing we don't do. We do coffee, wine, and like iced teas.
And juices for breakfast.
And juice for breakfast, yeah. And so if you're needing other kind of caffeine or whatever, that is something that you'll have to bring with you, or Aikens has everything.
Diet Pepsi, Coke, whatever. Yeah. We don't ever do any kind of the pop stuff because... Oh, and we'll do lemonade and tea in the afternoon. But, yeah, we don't do any of that because we don't know. But, yeah, if you go to the store to buy food for yourself, I will feel like a failure. But it is an option.
Hopefully it's just a snack.
Tracy's giggling. Thank you, Tracy giggling. Yes. But hopefully you won't need to.
Right. Hopefully you don't. That's the goal, anyways.
It always makes me feel better when somebody wants to make a plate and take it back to the room. Can I take some extra?
Heck
yes. I would love that.
Lizzie, you're on my feet.
So, yeah. Yeah. Lizzie is feeling all...
no, you're fine. You're just laying on my feet.
Rejected.
She's a little jealous of the baby and all the baby's attention.
Baby. And the baby doesn't want to take her.
No, the baby doesn't want to play with her.
So sad. Super sadness.
I bring someone to play with her and doesn't want to play.
I know. Okay, so retreats. Anyway, email questions are still... I think you can still get in, depending upon what you want, or whatever. And then all of them have waiting lists. And so the waiting list is, if you haven't quite made your plans yet, you can go ahead and do that. It does cost a penny. But anyway, we'll get you in. All right, let's see. Block of the month. We wanted to go back to talk about block of the month. So the block of the month, we'll be starting them here pretty soon. Can you lift that up? Sorry. That's okay. So this is our, the bouquet quilt, the Jaybird one. So this is the pattern. This is the fabric kit. So stinking cute. And then this is the thread packet.
It's on our list to finish today.
Well, we're waiting.
You're waiting for it? Oh, you're waiting for
I'm waiting for all of the variegated threads.
Oh, bummer.
Yeah, so what happened was first we ran out of fabric. We needed 2 more bolts of fabric that we didn't, because we kept cutting more and more kits. And then we ran out of the pattern. We needed more patterns, and now we didn't quite have enough thread to. I'm sorry, you're covered now.
It's fine.
Black
And dogs. I know. I should know better.
Sorry. And now we're waiting for the variegated threads. There are 54 threads in your thread kit. So, and I do think that there's maybe some options online. I think we ended up maybe with 1 extra kit because we had to cut kits again. So I think there's, at this moment that I'm speaking, I think there's 1 extra kit, and I think there's extra patterns. She's been up since 2,
Sorry, guys.
and I'm boring.
Sorry.
And but I don't know about the thread kits. I'm not sure if there's extra thread kits. You really would be fine
Doing your own thing.
Yeah. You know, we're going to go by what she talks about. And then the other thing that's going to happen is we are going to do it together. We'll have once a month, and we will start it at the end of the month. We'll start it in January. Once a month.
As long as the thread comes in.
Yeah, we want to make sure that you guys get your stuff first.
Yeah, so we're planning the end of the month, but if something delays our thread, which delays your pattern kit threads,
today?
we will
17?
delay our start.
Yeah.
So.
It'll be pretty soon. Yeah, because we'll
of course,
get everything out to you.
Yeah, we'll of course announce it here when we're going to start it and everything. But
yeah. And so, because what we're going to do is we'll have a quick little class where we're going to show you some stitching and the piecing. The piecing is super easy. It's super cute. Yeah. Very, very, very forgiving. And then the stitching, I am just going to tell you straight up, all of my stitching is going to be backstitch because I like that. I really like just a very simple, low impact kind of a look. But I'm going to show you some of the fancy stitches that she does. And about every 3 months, we're going to have her on as a guest.
cool.
I know. I love her. I just love her. She's just such a happy, friendly. She has, you know how some people, you know, at resting, they have a little frown, you know? At rest, she has this smile. She has these little dimples because you can tell she smiles all the time. And you know, Jaybird, it's named after her daughter.
Right.
It's named after her daughter.
And then the olive,
is her grandmother.
Is her grandma. So very cool, very family.
Yeah, she's just super, super sweet. So anyway, so she's going to join us about every third month is what we decided to do. Because she is doing the block of the month, but she has actually a storefront in Ohio. And so, but she'll jump on with us. So anyway, so that one is coming up.
So very beginner.
Oh, very
basic
beginner.
Sewing, basic embroidery.
Yeah.
So if you want to just start embroidery and you don't know how to start, this sounds like it might be a good one to start with.
Very, very, And then the other one that we're doing is that, what was it called?
Color dance.
Color dance.
I have a kit. I don't think I have a pattern.
I think the patterns, because we still have the color, not a lot of them, but we have the bright colorway, or what's the other one called?
So it's it is Shy
And Shy is a little bit more pastel-y.
So this one's bright with a navy background, and then the Shy version, more pastel-y and a light.
Isn't it like a gray background?
Grayish, light blue background.
Is there one down there?
I haven't seen one down here. And this, no, not in this box. And this one's really good. This one is it 10 12-inch blocks? So
Very beginner.
Very beginner. So just like a block of a month kind of a thing. Kind of like what we're doing with Westport, but instead of making 2 of every block every month or 3 depending on the size, it's just 1 block.
Yeah.
And to make it bigger, you would put more borders on or do any of that. So.
And if you want to use up, I know a lot of people want to use up stuff in their stash. If you want to use up stuff in your stash, just get the pattern. The YouTube series is free. So you can just watch and we'll show you how to piece it. We'll show you any little tricks as we go along, but you'd need the pattern and you can use anything you want.
All it is it's quite a few it's fat quarters, 4 yards of background, and some binding. So you don't need very much. And fat quarters, that means you can make it scrappy, or we all probably have a fat quarter bundle that's been staring at us that we feel like maybe we should use.
Yes.
Maybe this is the one.
Yes.
But color dance.
Color dance. And then we're finishing up, what's the Hoffman one you just said?
Westport.
We got a little, did we get a little off on that?
We missed January's.
Sorry. Again.
Sorry. But because our last one came out
December 22nd?
22nd or 21st.
The day she was born.
Something like that. Because I knew it was coming out just before Christmas.
One more missed call. Just going to turn that volume off. Sorry, Kevin.
So yeah, so that one just came out. So January's haven't come out yet. So we will then we're filming this week to catch back up so we can get those balls rolling.
Yeah. Did you say we're doing 2 blocks a month?
Yes.
Yeah.
Every
we'll get
every other Tuesday.
Every other Tuesday. So yeah. And then
I think that's the only one.
I think that's it.
Yeah, because we finished the Sunshine.
Finished the Sunshine.
Because that was just 3 videos.
And then the Celebrate the Seasons. What we'll do is, we'll catch up. And what we'll do is we'll do those before the month. So coming up. And that's kind of a fun one because what it was, I'm sorry, honey. What it was a panel quilt. And so it was a fun way to use up those panels, which is really, really cool. So we'll resume those. All right, let's see. And then behind us, we're gonna go ahead and cut some kits of this. What was the name of this pattern?
This pattern is Block Talk. I feel like there's one more word, but Block Talk. I don't know. Block Talk something from Swirly Girls. We opened this fabric. This fabric was Songs of Faith. We opened it on Sunday, and lots of you guys wanted kits. So I did in the description put down what you needed for fabric, so you could order that. But there were still a lot of people who asked for kits. So we did order some patterns. Those are coming. Should be here a couple days. And we'll cut some kits for you guys. It uses the panel.
And what we'll do is we'll go ahead and put it online so that you guys can go ahead and order it. But just know that it probably won't ship until next Monday. Because the other thing is this particular blue, we are sold out of the blue. So some of you guys just said, hey, can you add some blue for me? And so we did all of that, and now we're totally out. Okay. So it also is coming with those patterns. So we're going to cut everything, and we're ready to go. And then, so I think we'll probably be able to do maybe about 6 kits is all the fabric we have left. But we do have some of the panels left because we ordered a bunch. The panels are so nice. I'm going to do a little video about bags. What I've been doing with a lot of these big panels and the bigger blocks is making more bags with those. So I'll kind of show you guys, but I kind of hesitate because every time I find a panel that I want to do, then we sell out of the panel.
Right.
It's like, oh, I don't want to show you if you can't have it. But these are nice. It's been really popular. I think everybody really loves the devotional fabric. They don't print it very often.
Yeah, I was going to say someone came in just, I don't know. I was here, so within the last couple of weeks. And was asking for devotional and
there is
religious fabric. And I think we had like 3 bowls. And you wouldn't even know it really was.
Why?
A lot of people don't make it.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, was there a squeak? Is there squeaking?
So so when we see it, we do get it because they are far and few in between.
I'm going to hand her to you because I'm going to read something.
Oh, okay.
So, hopefully.
Yeah, you got a remnant bag, or remnant roll, or a
because Tracy Tuesdays last night, and I hope that it was kind of funny. We did a little video about it just to remind everybody how that was going to go, but sort of in honor of the lotto.
Yeah.
Did you hear there was one winner?
Well, I know. I thought we bought one. We bought a ticket.
I know, I did too. Because everybody says the same thing. Well, how are you going to win if you don't play?
Yeah, one person in Maine.
And then it's just so fun to plan what you would do with the money.
Yeah.
And over $1 billion, that's a lot of planning.
That's a lot of money.
There's a whole lot of people you can help with that.
Yeah, that is one of those jackpots that you talk to the right investment company, you can live off interest.
Oh, yeah.
And you could still go to work. Because, me and Robert, we'd still come to work. What are we going to do otherwise?
Right?
Other than just stay at home spending it on Amazon or something.
No.
Making Jeff Bezos more rich.
Yeah.
So, So we'd still go to work and just live off whatever we get from the interest. And when we retire, ta-ta.
I know. Well, gosh, you could help so many people.
Yeah, food banks.
It would be kind of fun just to put it all into, or mostly into a foundation and just, decide who you were going to help.
Yeah, absolutely.
Cool. After, of course, you bail all of your kids out of debt and make sure they're all good and all set up.
Right. Yeah.
Trust.
All of that.
Yeah, it'd be really fun. Well, here's the funny thing. So what happens at night is that, I don't often watch, we don't watch a lot of TV. The dog does. Lizzie loves to watch TV, and she has her certain shows that she loves to watch. But so she watches TV, but I find the news to be so depressing and so driven. You know what I mean? I mean, what they want you to know. It's funny that there isn't anything positive anymore. And so I'm kind of picky about the news and what I read and what newspapers I subscribe to or whatever. So usually then when I go to bed at night, I'll lay there with my tablet, which is, I know it's not a good thing, but you know, I don't have any other time to sit and do that. So I lay there with my tablet, and I might lurk around Facebook a little bit just to see what everybody is doing. I seldom comment, but I'll look at a couple things, and you know, I might go on our YouTube and I'll answer a couple people and chit chat and see what people are saying and do that. And then usually if I'm still not super sleepy, then I'll read the news a little bit. Well, I just have to read this to you because it was the funniest dang thing. So, because I think I brought a couple of weeks ago, I brought some bogus bill, you know, somebody that had written something that said, you know, the honor of a reply, or I mean,
if you could just close your invoices.
Yeah.
We'll let you know what we owe you.
Yeah. You could just tell that it was some scammer, that English was not his first language, you know. And so I thought, well, gosh, you know, it was just sort of funny. And I think I've probably gotten 3 of those where the big giveaway that it's a scam is that their English is so bad. Well, there was a news article written that way, and it was so funny. It was so funny. I couldn't hardly stand it. So it was funny because when I first started reading it, I was trying to even figure out from the headlines what it was trying to say to me, and what it was trying to say was a baby was born with a tail, basically, which doesn't sound like a very interesting article, but what was interesting about it was, okay, let's see, I texted it to myself. So it says, so the headline is, child conceived wearing a tail that finished in a meaty ball suggestive of a middle-aged gadget.
What is that? I was thinking on that too. What were you trying to say?
The child was conceived wearing a tail. So I was wearing a tail when I conceived the child. The whole thing didn't make sense. So I clicked on it. What are you talking about? And so, so the author, it's a woman, and it pictures her. Her name is Safa Farouk, and so this is. I'm just going to read this to you. A Brazilian baby had specialists scratching their head, not such a huge amount, by the way, that he was brought into the world with a genuine human tail, yet because of the 1.5 broad balls toward the finish of it, that looked like a substantial middle-aged club. What? I don't know. I'll continue. Per reports, the extremity begin developing when the youngster was still in the mother's belly and was 6 inches long at the hour of birth. The anonymous baby's awe-inspiring tail started growing in the belly, where, similar to all children, he fostered an undeveloped limb around 4 to 2 months after growth. Be that as it may, while the 5th appendage is typically reabsorbed to shape the tailbone, this child's butt tuft kept on developing.
Interesting words right there.
What puts forth this defense exceptional is it is very uncommon to find a baby brought into the world with a genuine human tail that isn't simply a bulge sticking out of the spine. The tail and ball were eliminated through medical procedure at Albert Sabin Kids Clinic at Fortaleza with next to no complexities. Next to no complexities.
All right.
I think that's probably a good thing. While most pseudo-tails are comprised of bone and ligament, this case was different as the bulge contained tissue and fat, as this extract makes sense. The infant's member contained just tissue and fat, making him one of under 40 recorded kids in history to be brought into the world with a genuine tail, as per MBJ case reports. In a comparable case, a child young lady brought into the world in a rustic town in Mexico was additionally found to have a genuine tail, and as per reports, cried when the specialist punctured it with a needle. An ensuing X-beam, I think that might be an
X-ray. That makes sense. Okay, yeah.
An ensuing X-beam uncovered no proof of irregularities or bone designs inside the tail, recommending that the back projection was not a minimal tail, a developmental leftover, like in the greater part of the 195 uncommon cases recording on the off chance that reviews from the U.S., Britain, France, Japan, Italy, and Germany, as per the diary report. One last sentence. A few societies similar to India are known to revere human tails.
And that's the other thing. There are no, like,
comments. Or
I mean, and there's also, like, no...
Pictures.
I found... no pictures. And I found my information. Here's this, here... You know, what is that called? Resources.
Resources. Yeah, no resources. It does have a little bio about Safa, member of the Freelancers Union in USA, a freelance writer. She's an enthusiastic freelance blogger. Anyway, honey.
There's a lot of words.
It was a whole lot of words. It was kind of fun reading it and trying to figure out what she was actually saying. I really like the X-beam. I'm going to use that.
Butt tough. That's
And the butt tough. And I am kind of one of those people that when somebody uses your instead of your or whatever, it's like,
there, there.
You know, I know.
Yeah.
I kind of notice that a little bit, but I mean, I never comment, and I would never. But I think that's funny because when you are a professional writer,
Right.
it just seems
So that's
like
the hard thing is...
who proofread that for her?
Well, Paranormal, she's a blogger. I was on her blog.
It was a news article. Came across my news feed.
Oh, sweet mercy. Well, I mean, someone needed to...
It came across my news feed
Someone should have then.
at newsbreak.com.
Oh, weird. Interesting. Yeah, no, I don't know. And if it was Newsbreak, it should have had resources at the end of it. I wish you got her.
I don't know. It makes me suspect of all of the news I read on newsbreak.com.
I don't know. Take a little bit with a grain of salt.
I know.
I don't know, but I think it's going to be like the whole professional writing for news or even magazines. I feel like is going to be harder now with the new pronouns and people learning how to speak English. How confusing.
Yeah, there's a lot of...
and that's why I think it is the few people that I know who have, done pronouns and stuff. Not a lot of them get mad at me when I don't automatically think to ask, what's your pronoun? I just assume, I heard her, what she was doing, whatever. Like, oh, no, she's a them. Oh, I didn't realize that, But I feel like...
Do you have friends that have them?
From Seattle. From college.
Oh.
My college friends. So, acquaintances. I don't know if we're really friends anymore, but we chat every once in a while when someone has a new, design going out or works for a new designer. But, yeah, because that, I think, would be hard to learn the language, knowing that it's now a little skewed. And then also when someone gets so mad that you get it wrong or you didn't ask first. Someone who's learning the language is going to think to ask. Yeah. And they're not going to think.
You want me back?
Do you need Nana back?
I think she said Tracy. Okay.
Did you see Tracy?
Did you see Tracy?
Oh, her hair is getting redder and redder.
Redder and redder. Oh, she's pooping.
Yeah,
she's pooping.
She's
See, I told you she said
twins. She's praising. Praise Jesus.
She's got all of your hair.
She does. Oh, so there you go. He's okay. Yeah.
Yeah, she grabs Harper's hair a lot. It's like, Harper, if you'd stop bending over, she wouldn't grab it.
Oh, sleepy. Well, you finish pooping before you go sleepy. Yeah, we got to change the diaper. All right, I guess we're done. So, it's about to get loud. We have to change the diaper.
Yeah.
All right, so let's see. Anything else?
I don't think so. What's coming this week? I think this week the only thing that's coming is box openings.
Box openings, and then we are going to do some filming to get caught up on some stuff. But email us. Email Tracy orders at. Email me Cindi at. Email Brianna at. Good luck with a response.
Good luck with that one.
And
you were not going through Tracy, and then Tracy will tell me. And
Brianna, you have an email, and she wants to know this.
Yeah. Oh man, it's so bad.
It's okay. No judgment from us. It's just reality.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
All right, we got a diaper to change.
Alrighty, but yeah, otherwise we'll see you for tonight for box opening.
Tonight for box opening.
Sunday afternoon.
Sunday afternoon.
Yeah, and then next week there'll be other fun things to see from us.
Yes.
We'll get all caught up and
Do that.
Poor Honey Bunches.
Sleepy and her diaper's dirty. We have troubles. Okay.
All right. Have a great day. See you later.
Bye.
Thank you for watching our video. We invite you to leave a comment, hit the like button, or better yet, subscribe to our channel so you never miss an episode. You can also visit our Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, or Pinterest pages, or find all of those things and our online store at FabricPatch.net.